What's good, everybody? We are here in the house. I'm just trying to make sure that we're live. We have a few technical difficulties, or a minor technical difficulty. It just seems to go on and go on and go on. It looks like we are live. Yep, we are. Just making sure that's the outfit I have on right now. So what's good, everybody? Merry Christmas, belated Merry Christmas to everybody. Come on in the room. Got a bunch of you I see already who have logged in. You're watching, you're listening. Acknowledge yourselves, please, so I know who's watching. It's going to be not a short show today, but it's going to be just me. There's some stuff I want to share with you today and give us a little insight. Hey, what's going on, Eddie Casper, the Bunker Boys in the house? Yes. Bunker Boys, Merry Christmas to you. Belated Merry Christmas, I should say, and a early Happy New Year to everybody. I don't think I said Merry Christmas to everybody when we logged off last week, but I'm saying it now. Merry Christmas. And as you can see from the thumbnail for this show, we're going to talk about a Christmas gift. What you got for Christmas, what I got for Christmas. There's a couple of things I got for Christmas that I really want to share with you. I think it's kind of important. And in one of them, just kind of get something off my chest. You know, y'all know I always have something to talk about, something to get off my chest. I hope you had a great holiday, though, or at least the first part of the holiday. We're not quite finished with the holiday season yet. We still have yet to celebrate New Year 2025 coming up in just a few days. Can you believe it? 2024 flew by. Oh, my gosh. I guess I was working too hard. I was doing too much. I don't know what happened, but 2024, I don't know if it went that way for you or not, but 2024 was a vapor. It came and it went. Cheryl Williams, hey, let's talk about those, my PJs. You want to talk about my PJs, my wife and I didn't put that picture. I should have put the picture up and for everybody here on the show. But I didn't set it up that way. But you can go to my Instagram page and see that my wife has Dallas Cowboys pajamas on, and I have Philadelphia Eagles PJs on, and there is a not a coin, but it's a one of the things that she hung up on. She hung it up on just a little sign, round sign, almost like a little badge. She hung up on the tree. It's a divided house, but a united love that we have. Irving is an Eagle and Serena is a Cowboy. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that, Cheryl. We're not going to talk about that anymore. Listen, I got to show these commercials, and then we'll come back, and I'm going to ask you what you got for Christmas. I want to show you something, show you a couple of things that I got for Christmas, and talk about one in particular. All right. We know that Cowboys, what Cowboys stand for, you know that. Yeah, can't operate with bums on your squad. And you can remove the word bums and put whatever B word you want to put in there. Can't operate with whatever words you want to put in there, B word. I put bums on your squad. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's going to be a great show. Great pick. Love you both in the picture. Appreciate that, Eddie. Listen, I got to go to commercial. I'll be right back. All right, y'all hang in there. Don't go anywhere. I see a bunch of you on. Just acknowledge yourself while the commercial's running, all right? Be right back.
Are you planning a special trip or a night out? Don't bother with the hassle of driving, parking, and traffic. Just call Ed's Smooth Transport. One-way or round trips available. We will take you there, and we will also pick you up. Enjoy a night on the town with Ed's Smooth Transport. Call us 609-471-2653 or 609-314-6619. Visit our website to take advantage of our monthly specials at www.smooftransport.com. Ed's Smooth Transport, where experience meets comfort.
In Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, there's a slightly slower pace of living. That's also where you'll find the home of Stoltz Fish Structures, where quality, integrity, and world-class customer service are more than just a way to do business. It's a way of life. From our humble beginning over 40 years ago in a small building to the modern 65,000 square foot facility of today, we've remained at the forefront of our industry. Everything from gazebos and sheds to garages and pergolas, and everything in between.
And everything in between. Storefish Structures, they're the bomb. They are the bomb, y'all. Any outdoor living structures or products you need, Storefish Structures. Check them out on mysheds.com. Go get your stuff. Yeah, the weather's going to break. Well, it's not going to break anytime soon. We're heading into winter, or we're already into winter. It is almost January, so we got another 2 months of this cold weather, so to speak. It hasn't been that bad yet. We've got a little bit of snow. We had a little bit of snow these past couple of days, and that's okay. That's probably more than we had in the last year. But anyway, heading into the springtime and in summertime, that's when we want to get our outdoor facilities together so we can have our outdoor activities and have everything in order so we can invite our friends and our family and show off what we got going on in our backyards or whatever it is we're doing on the outside, so we don't have to clutter up our house with everybody on the inside. But Storefish Structures is your place to be. Billy Bell in the house. What's going on, my man? Happy Merry Christmas to you too. Happy New Year. Belated Merry Christmas, I should say. Mama, I see you. Hope your Christmas was very good. Evening, everyone. Mom's saying good evening to everyone. She said, hope your Christmas was merry, that you had a Merry Christmas. Yeah, everybody. So, as you could see and like I said, today's show is just me and y'all and me. We're just going to talk, chat back and forth. If there's a special Christmas gift that you received this Christmas, a couple of days ago, 2 days ago, if there's a special gift that you want to talk about or acknowledge, please write it in the chat and we can talk about it. There are a couple of gifts that I received that all my gifts were special. Okay. Don't get it twisted. I enjoyed really all of my gifts this year. There's some years that come along, and I'm sure you're this way as well. Every now and then you get a gift that, I don't like that too much. I don't know how you are, but I'm not the type of person that I'm going to give a gift back. I'm not the type of person, even if I don't like the gift, I'm not going to let the person that gave me the gift know that I don't like it. Even if it's my wife, I'm going to take the gift and I'm going to keep the gift. If I'm not going to use it, or if I'm not going to wear it, if it's wearable, I'll just put it in the closet and I'll keep it. I have stuff in my closet now that's years and years old that I received years ago that I either didn't like or can't wear or won't wear. And hey, it's because somebody, a friend, a family member gave it to me, and I appreciate them thinking about me. So I'm not going to ask them to trade it in or to get a different size, or can I, take this back? No, I'm not going to do that. Some people are that way. I'm not judging you if you're one way or the other. The way I am is I just hold on to it and keep it. And every time I see it, whenever I see it, I remember that person, and I'm thankful that they gave it to me, even though I don't use it or I don't wear it. That's just the way I am. This year, I didn't receive any gifts like that. None. Every gift I received this year, and it was a Merry Christmas. Every gift I received this year was a gift that I love and that I'm going to use, that I can appreciate, that I can fit, that I can wear, that is my style. Yeah, every gift that I got this year was the bomb. It was as far as gifts are concerned, it was a great Christmas because we're all in good health and strength. I'm just getting over a cold, as you may be able to tell in my voice. I turn the mic down when I'm coughing. No COVID, took a COVID test, but I got sick the other day, man. Went to that Eagles Commanders game, and I felt a little bit funny the morning when I woke up before the game. I probably should have stayed my behind home. But no, I went out and I stayed out in the cold all day, and I paid for it all of this week. I mean, I was down for about 3 days. It was a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Yesterday, I was up and about a little bit better, and today was a little bit better than yesterday, which was Thursday. But I'm still not completely over it. I need another 3 or 4 days before the effects of it are completely gone. But it's been a great Christmas. It really has. It's been a great Christmas. So I'm more grateful, obviously, for health and strength. Yes, I am grateful and appreciative of gifts, but we know that's not what Christmas is all about. As a matter of fact, it's Christ's birthday. So he's the one that should be getting the gifts, not us. You know, when it's your birthday, people may have heard me say this before. When it's your birthday, who's supposed to get gifts? You, right? They start giving everybody else gifts and not giving you any gifts on your birthday. It's going to be a problem. You're going to have a problem, right? Somebody ought to help me. Yeah, those bus trips are tough, Eddie. They are tough. You got to be, whoo, my gosh. But anyway, so Christmas is not all about gifts, but it's fun to get gifts. It just is. It really is nice to get gifts. So both of my sisters, my oldest sister's name is Faith. My baby sister's name is Hope. Both of them gave me some good gifts this year. My wife gave me some outstanding gifts as well. My wife, she gave me some really, really, really nice headphones, purple and gold headphones. And my baby sister, my wife and my sisters, they just have a way. Well, understandable, my wife, because she lives with me and she sees me every day. But my sisters, when I left the house at 17 years old and went to college, we've never, really spent a significant amount of time together since that time. Here I am, 62 years old. My sisters seem to have the gift to be able to give gifts to people that people really do like. Yeah. And my baby sister, Hope, my older sister name is Faith. My baby sister, Hope, gave me this gift. I just thought it was very unique. I really did. I never thought of it before. Had never seen it before. But now I have it. And it's, I got my chest poked out. So it came in this bag here. You probably see this, you probably thought it was liquor. It came in this Crown Royal bag. So when I pulled the bag out, I'm like, okay, she got me some liquor. She got me some Crown Royal. Then I shook it a little bit. And it's got a little shake to it. I'm like, okay, well, what is that? And I stuck my hand in there and I pulled these out. These are purple and gold dominoes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, can you see that? I don't know if that'll pick that up. Oh, there it goes. The light won't get it though, because I don't have the top light on. The light won't get it. But you can see it back here. Yeah. Purple and gold dominoes. These are, I've never seen these before. Now my favorite color is purple, and my fraternity colors are purple and gold. And I've got a whole set. Y'all may think I'm stupid, but I'm crazy. But this was really different. I'd never seen anything like this before. So I got a set of purple and gold dominoes and a purple and gold bones. I play the bones. Y'all play bones? Yeah. If you never played dominoes before, this not going to doesn't mean nothing to you. All right. It doesn't mean anything to you. You love my hoodie. Thank you, Billy Bell. So if you never played dominoes before, if you don't play bones, we call them bones. If you don't play bones, then that's not. And if you're not a fraternity, never mind. But that's one of the gifts that I got that I really thought was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. Both my sisters, my older sister and my baby sister, Faith and Hope, they have a gift. My wife has it too. To be able to give gifts that don't really, don't cost a whole lot of money, but people really enjoy them. They're really significant. They make a difference in people's lives. I don't have that gift. I don't have the ability to do that. Not, I don't. I don't have the ability to do that. I have to ask my wife, what do you want for Christmas? I'm not real, I'm just not good at that kind of stuff. There's some other things I can do, but that kind of stuff I can't do. And not because I don't want to do it. I just don't have that gift. I don't. Maybe if I don't know, maybe I need to spend some time sharpening that tool, but I don't have that tool in my toolbox. So how can I sharpen it? But anyway, I'm just messing with y'all right now. That was a nice gift that I got from my sister, my baby sister, Hope. So Hope, I don't know if she's watching right now, but thank you so much for the purple and gold dominoes. Now, here's what I wanted to get to tonight. I received another gift right before Christmas, but I consider it a Christmas gift. Got a letter from the NFL Alumni Association, NFLAA. Let me give you a little background. So myself and Hollis Thomas, the presidency and the vice presidency of the Philadelphia NFL Alumni Chapter here in Philadelphia, the presidency and the vice presidency were up. The vice president is down in Atlanta. Lee Woodall, he's no longer the president, and the vice president is no longer the vice president. I believe the vice president was Fred Baxter. So we ran and we won. Yeah, I won and was declared the president of the Philadelphia Alumni Chapter here in Philadelphia, and my vice president, Hollis Thomas. Now, just so you have some background, so you don't get them mixed up, there is the NFL Alumni, and then there's the NFL Association, NFL Players Association. So there's the NFL Alumni, and then there's the NFL PA, Players Association. The NFL Players Association, anybody, hey, James, what's going on? What happened with Greg Gumbel? Okay, no, I didn't hear what happened with Greg Gumbel. Oh, my goodness. Let me tell this, and I'll get to that in a minute. But go ahead and throw up on the chat there, James, what happened to Greg Gumbel. Hopefully he didn't join Bill Bergey. But anyway, the NFL Players Association, if you played in the NFL, you're automatically a member of the NFL Players Association. Yes. Yeah. Well, wait till you finish hearing the story, Cheryl. Wait till you finish hearing the story. This is my Chris. He passed away. Okay. I didn't know Greg Gumbel passed away. Lord rest his soul, along with Bill Bergey. Bill Bergey passed away on Christmas morning, I believe it was. Lord rest both their souls. Like I said, the NFL Players Association, you're automatically a member. It's just because you're a guy who got a check as a professional football player in the NFL. So you automatically become a member of the NFL Players Association. All right. The NFL Alumni. All right. And there's different chapters, as there are different chapters in the NFL Players Association. The NFL Alumni Association has different chapters in all of the different states and cities, or I should say cities where the teams play. NFL alumni chapters are a nonprofit organization. They're a 501c3 organizations, each one corporately, because there's a headquarters, and individually. And then they have individual responsibilities for each chapter, and they report to corporate. But it's a nonprofit. It's a 501c3. It's something that was formed by former players and called it the NFL Alumni Chapters, okay, NFL Alumni. And you have to pay dues to be a part of the NFL Alumni, your chapter, wherever you are, the city that you're living after you retire. And the dues are $100 a year. But if you don't pay your dues, you're not a part of the NFL alumni. You're still a part of the NFL Players Association because you played professional football, but you have to pay dues to be a part of the 501c3 NFL alumni organization. All right? You with me? And each city that has a team, a professional team, has a chapter there. So there's 32 chapters across the country. So Hollis and I were voted in the Philadelphia chapter alumni, NFL Alumni Association, the Philadelphia chapter president and vice president. I was in a meeting with headquarters a couple of weeks ago, and we saw a bunch of other guys who were on as the presidents. I was one of the 2 or 3 new presidents, and we met and we talked and gave us responsibilities and instructions, do's and don'ts, all that kind of stuff. And it was great. It was great. About a week ago, I get a letter from the NFL alumni chapter. Let me put this letter up so you can see it. I don't know if you can read that or not, but since you can't read it, if you can't read it, I'm going to read it to you because I have it right here in my hand. All right. Got my address up there. Should take it down. I should have crossed that out. Thank you for your interest, dear Mr. Fryar. Thank you for your interest in volunteering to serve as president of the Philadelphia chapter of the National Football League Alumni Association. Your mandatory background check came back with an adverse action, which was forwarded to the NFL Alumni Association, NFL Alumni Association Board of Directors Ethics Committee for adjudication. On December 5th, the NFL Alumni Association's Ethics Committee met, and after a careful review of the report, a vote of 5-1 determined you were ineligible to serve in the role of chapter president. Watch this. This ruling does not otherwise affect your NFL Alumni Association's membership. I guess not, because I can't be a president, but I can pay $100 and be a member. Your membership status. Therefore, furthermore, should you choose to instead voluntarily withdraw your candidacy for president of the Philadelphia chapter of the National Football League Alumni Association, it would be accepted with no further conditions. What? Let me get my address off. So I'm ineligible because of the ethics committee doing a background check. I knew they give you a background check. You fill it out and send it in. Did a background check on me and found me ineligible. Merry Christmas. Really? Wow. That's, I was a little bit upset about it when I first got the letter. Nah, that's a lie. I was real upset about it when I first got the letter. Because my mindset, you know, it's like I have to continue to fight off my past. I have to continue to grind and hustle and try to outlive what happened in my past. And then, you know, in my anger, in my disappointment, in my negative thoughts, in my soured emotions, in the midst of all of that, the Lord said to me, and I'm going to say this to you. Eddie Casper, you're funny. There's always going to be people who will hold your past against you. Simple as that. Yeah, but a fella, I know Vinny. Trust me, I went through all of that in my head. A 34-time felon can be president. No, but it's crazy because they says the ruling does not otherwise affect your NFL Alumni Association's membership status. So they can take my money and I can be a member, but I can't be and understand this. This is a volunteer. This is not a paid position. It's not like they're paying me or paying the past presidents or going to pay the future president. It's not a paid position. It's a volunteered position. And there's hours and hours and hours of work that go with that. So it's not a paid position where you're getting, a significant amount of dollars and so they're warranting a certain, type of guy, so to speak, or certain, it's not that. It's not all of that. It's a volunteer position. And you can't be a member if you don't pay. You're not a member if you don't pay your dues. So it's okay for me to pay my dues, but it's not okay for me to volunteer to do work. It was very disappointing, but at the same time, enlightening. It's a Christmas present that, and I got it before Christmas. I didn't get it on Christmas Day. It was disappointing, but y'all, you gotta know this. That's just how things will be, whether it's for me or for someone else. There will be people who don't know you. And that's disappointing to me too, because they never called me in. I never got a phone call. Nobody talked to me. Nobody asked me any questions. I would think as an ethics committee, they would sit me down and, grill me, ask me questions, try to get a feel for me, ask me about whatever it was. I know what I think. I know what I think it was that they saw on my background check, my felony. And that's whether they saw details. I don't know what those background checks show, if it's got details or if it just has the felony on it, but they never asked me about it. They never talked to me about it. They never called me in and questioned me about any of it. They just declared me ineligible, and they don't even know me. They don't even know me. So I thought that was really not that I'm looking to be treated fairly, but I thought that was unfair. It's unfair. But don't cry over spilled milk. Life is not fair. This is actually enlightening. It really is. Because myself, like I said, I've been grinding, been moving forward, pressing, trying to overcome, my past or what happened in my past and seemingly making ground. But you can't be lulled to sleep. You can't let your guard down. That's what that lets me know. That's what this letter lets me know, that you can't let your guard down. You can't, because if you let your guard down, then you'll get disappointed like I was disappointed. You'll get upset when things like this happen. No, you have to almost anticipate it or even almost expect it to happen when, you submit your name for a position, when you go to certain places, when you're amongst certain people. It's just the way people are. It's just the way people are. So that was a Christmas gift that was eye-opening. It was a Christmas gift. I'm sure some of us, like I said earlier, got Christmas gifts where you weren't too happy about. They were somewhat disappointing. This was disappointing because I was looking forward to it. I really was. But here's the coup de grace. Coup de grace is that they said in this letter, let me read it again. The ruling does not, otherwise, this is the last paragraph, small paragraph. The ruling does not otherwise affect your NFL Alumni Association's membership status. Further, and it's not, because would they give my money back? You give me my money back, then you can take my status away. But I already paid my money. As a matter of fact, they sent me a card with the wrong doggone name on it. I paid my money, and they sent me a NFL Alumni Association card. This got my name all misspelled. Good gosh. Furthermore, should you choose to instead voluntarily withdraw your candidacy for president of the Philadelphia chapter of the National Football League Alumni Association, it would be accepted with no further conditions. Well, what other conditions are there? What else is there? And no, I'm not voluntarily withdrawing my candidacy or my presidency. I'm not voluntarily, because guess what that does? Y'all know what that does. If I voluntarily step away, then guess what? Now they're off the hook. They're off the hook. They don't have to say anything to anybody about anything. I'm not doing that. No. You tell everybody, you let everybody know what happened. You tell them that I'm not qualified, or I am, what do they call it? Ineligible. You tell them I'm ineligible, and then you tell them why. Because you surely didn't tell me why. You just told me because of the background check. Y'all took a vote. There was an adverse action. Well, who don't have adverse actions in their background? Boy. Anyway, Merry Christmas to me. I wanted to share that with y'all just to see what you all thought. What do you think? Who are they to judge you, true gentlemen who would make... Hey, listen, and listen, Billy Bell, I don't know if you know the details of my situation. And yes, my mistake was trusting somebody. That was my mistake. What I was convicted for was not what I did. I didn't do that. I did play a role in there, and that role was giving someone access to my life in a way that I should never have given them access to. And because of what they were doing, I was pulled down. It's public knowledge. Go check it out yourself, and you'll see for yourself. Shows a hold up. Where the heck is my car? Where the heck is your car? Did you pay your dues? My card came with the wrong name. As a matter of fact, when I paid my dues, and this was something that I was going to, deal with as the president, I paid my dues, and maybe because the dues come due at a certain time every year. I forget when it is. I don't know if it's November or December, but the dues come due at a certain time every year. And so I paid mine ahead of time before the deadline. And then sometime, I guess, after the deadline, I get a phone call from one of the people working at the NFL Alumni Association, asking where are my dues, asking me for my dues. I'm like, whoa, who are you? Such and such and such. I'm like, well, I paid my dues. What are you calling me, asking me about my dues for? Oh, well, let me check. And he checked. And he said, oh, you did pay your dues. I'm like, well, why are you calling me, harassing me about my dues? So that was one of the things. I'm like, we have to, all of our T's have to be crossed. You can't be calling people, asking them for something, or not asking or criticizing, but, checking them up or checking up on them about something that they already have taken care of, particularly when it's got money involved. But yeah, that was just something I wanted to show y'all. Merry Christmas to me. I'm going to keep this letter as a reminder that I haven't completely gotten there. Not necessarily as a reminder about other people, but it's a reminder to me. Remind me to stay on my toes. Remind me never to let my guard down. Remind me to never take a break, to never relax, because there's always going to be somebody or something there that's looking to pull. And when I say me, I'm talking about just people in general. I'm talking to me. This is my situation, looking to pull you down, looking to jack you up if they can. I was watching, I watched the other day, I was sick. So I sat in front of the TV and watched TV all day. I watched all the episodes of The Last Dance. I don't know if you know what that is, but that's the whole series they did about Michael Jordan and winning the 6 championships. And it's a great, series. And at one point, because Michael Jordan, and Don't get me wrong. I'm not comparing myself to Michael Jordan. I'm just talking about how people are and how life is. Michael Jordan was killing it. He was doing it, and people couldn't stand it. There were people who he had gotten to a point where he was so popular. He was doing so much. He was everybody in the world. He was being worshipped. He was known everywhere in the world, everywhere. And so they had to make up stuff on him. They tried to make up stuff about him gambling, trying to say he had a gambling problem. Then when his father was killed, murdered, then they tried to say his gambling problem or the gambling problem they said he had something to do with his dad being murdered. And then even when he retired, when he quit, when he got tired of dealing with the press and all that mess after his father was killed, oh, well, you know what? That's a deal he made with the commissioner, and because he was putting on suspension because of his gambling problem. No, people just make up stuff to try to build you up and chop you down. That's the kind of society that we live in today. People build you up and chop you down. The same people you see on the way up or the same people you see on the way down. And the same people that put you on the top are the same people that'll chop your legs right out from underneath you. And I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just being aware. I'm just speaking awareness right now. Then you'll be, I need 36 felons. You need 36 felons, my son, then you'll be in. Oh, I need to get some more felonies behind my... I need to get some more felonies behind me, Mom. Then I'll be in. If I had 36 more, they'd say yes. Yeah, you're right, Eddie. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep, I kind of sometimes, I guess I wear my emotions on my sleeve sometimes. Because like I said, I was upset for about 4 hours. For about 4 hours, I was really, really upset. Because there's a lot that goes into it, going all the way back, because it took me all the way back to that whole, to 2015, the indictment and the trial and the conviction and the sentencing and the time in prison. It took me back to all of that. And like I said, it wasn't justice. Anybody who followed the case, anybody who's looked at the case, is public information. If you get a chance and you're interested, please go look at it. You'll see that it was a farce. It was. I'm not going to say I was set up, but I was used. Let me say it that way. I was used. And I went to prison based on a lie. Based on a lie. The people on the jury believed the lie. I believe that's a true statement when you talk about juries and prosecutors and defending attorneys. When it comes to prosecutors and defending attorneys, it doesn't matter who's innocent or who's guilty. What matters is who is able to tell the best story. I believe that's true. Now that I've experienced it firsthand, now that I've lived it myself, I believe, as a matter of fact, I know that the one who wins in the courtroom is the one, not who's guilty, not who's innocent, the one whose attorney or attorneys is able to tell the best story. You'd have been in that trial. And the thing that I didn't understand, I really didn't understand, is because I've never heard this before, and I've asked numerous people, and they said that's not the case, or they've never heard it before. So one of the directives that the judge gave to the jury was that they were not allowed to take any notes. The trial went on for 3 weeks, and they were not allowed to take any notes, which I did not understand. Why is it? How is somebody supposed to? First of all, you're just pulling people out of their everyday lives, and now they're they're not jurors, professional jurors, so they don't know how to be a juror. How can he remember something significant or something minor that happened 3 weeks ago or was said 3 weeks ago if they don't jot it down, if they don't write it down? That's crazy. That's crazy. All they really remembered, I believe, was the barrage of paperwork and stuff that was put in front of them on the screen. And it's a mess. It was a mess. It really was a mess. Position title doesn't make the man. If God forgives, that's all that matters. Yes, you're right, Cheryl. I'm not, you know what? When I think about it, it was going to be a lot of work. And I was going to be doing a lot of work. So it may have worked out. It did work out better for me. Because I don't know where I was going to get the time from, but I sure was going to try to put it in. I'm absolutely loving your transparency. Is it helping someone else? It is helping someone else. I hope so. But that's how I am. That's who I am. That's who I am. Some people say I'm too transparent. Matter of fact, that's Cheryl, that's a part of how I got. That's a part of how I got. Is because I'm too nice. I'm too trusting. And even after, that incident, even after the incarceration, for some people, I'm still that way. It took me a while to get back to being me, but that's who I am. I have a small crew now. So it's not like it's someone who's outside my crew that's now invited into my crew or coming into my crew and I trust them. No, these are people who, after all the smoke settled with all of that mess back in 2015, 2016, all the people that left, all the people that turned their back on me, all the people that may be even still talking about me to this day, all the people that I thought cared about me, that I cared about, and come to find out, I love them, but they ain't love me. I would have done anything for them, but they wouldn't do anything for me. And I found that out in the hard times. But I'm still that dude with my people, with my small crew. I'll do anything for them. But that's because they're proven. They're proven. I would do that before with people who weren't proven. And I was really, really putting myself in a bad position. I did that. Ended up in prison. I worked at the VA when you helped serve our veterans. Yeah, you were there, Eddie Casper, when I was there. I was doing the chaplaincy there as well. I was, I forget which day of the week I was there, but I would do like a noon service. And the people would come to the chapel, man. We had a great time. Matter of fact, I had a couple of people from the hospital back during that time come and join my church in Mount Holly as a result of the chapel that we were doing in the hospital. I don't know if we were doing it on a daily basis. I think we were doing it once a week. Mm-hmm. Who? James said. James Monsanto. He said, "I'll give you one guess, James. Who was your most disliked opponent? Do you mean team?" He said, "Let's stop talking about all the other stuff and let's talk about some football. Do you mean team, James, or do you mean person? Because I can give you either one. Do you mean team or person? Team or person? I'll wait for you to, Eddie Cat, gullible. Yeah, I'm gullible, I guess. Guess you could say gullible. Yeah, that probably is the right word. Keenan Harmon, what's going on, bro? Merry Christmas, Irv. Where you and wifey sitting on Sunday? I don't know where we're sitting. We're not going to be in the rain, I'll tell you that. We'll be inside somewhere if it's raining. I may need to give her a friendly hug after the Cowboys take this butt whooping. Listen, the Cowboys are not going to go down without a fight this week. They're very, very, very much handicapped. CeeDee Lamb is not playing. Cooper Rush, he's not going to have anybody to throw the ball to. That they're really, really handicapped with CeeDee Lamb down, not playing, and the way the team has been trending, they're in trouble. And hopefully, prayerfully, although Pickett's going to be quarterbacking for the Eagles, it really won't matter that much. Yes, they have a week to prepare now. It's not a surprise for Pickett to come in. Although I really wish the Eagles, and I think everybody could see this past week. I heard some people talking about it, but I said this back during the off season. You go back and listen to some of my broadcasts. I said this back during the off season. We had an opportunity. I can't think of his name now. Jake Fields from Pittsburgh. Remember the Eagles were talking about bringing Fields in, the quarterback, as a backup to Jalen, but then everybody was talking, well, what about Jalen's feelings? Jalen's going to feel threatened. Jalen's going to be hurt. What about his feelings? What do you mean? Justin Fields, the Eagles need a backup quarterback who can do somewhat of the same thing that Jalen Hurts can do. You saw it this past Sunday when Kenny Pickett came in, and they had to, we were rolling those first couple of series. Then Jalen got tackled. Jalen's got to learn the slide. I didn't hear anybody say it yet this week, but I haven't been listening to the radio or listening to much TV or watching much TV in terms of sports this past week. But Jalen's head hit the ground. That's what caused the concussion. No, he didn't get hit hard by the defender, but when he went down, his head hit the ground. When your head hits the ground, it stops. The ground doesn't give. And that's what the jolt was. He was concussed because when they showed him up close, I know it was slow motion, but he didn't look right. He wasn't moving right. He laid on the ground for a second. His teammate had to help him up, and he didn't quite get up the way he normally gets up. I know there are others like saying that was weird, kind of weird the way they went about, examining him and looking at him. No, there was something wrong with him. Yeah, he did try to come back in the game, and it's on the sideline right there on the side of the field trying to get ready to throw the ball. And the doc was like, nah, bring your butt back over here. You sit down over here. I was watching the whole thing. I'm like, what? He's done. He's Batman. But anyway, we learned in that whole situation. This is where I'm going with that. We learned in that whole situation, team and person. I'll get to you in a minute, James. We learned in that whole situation that things change when someone like Pickett comes in after Jalen. The defense was able to focus on the run because Saquon was balling up until Pickett came in. Pickett did throw a touchdown, and he got gullied or lulled into that interception. That was a great defensive play as well as a bad offensive play by Pickett. But that defensive linebacker, he looked like he was going out to the flat, and he stopped and came back and read his eyes and undercut that ball and intercepted it. It was a great play by the defensive player. But the offense changes in its entirety when Pickett comes in. Why? Because Pickett can't do the same things that Jalen can do. And mainly run. He can throw the ball, but he can't run. He's not a running threat. So if we get Justin Fields during the offseason, he's a similar type quarterback. No, he's not as good as Jalen Hurts, but neither is Kenny Pickett. But at least if Jalen goes down, we don't have to change the whole entire offense. It remains mostly the same because Justin can throw and he's a threat to run. That's what makes the big difference with Jalen and defenses when they have to prepare for our offense is that Jalen is a threat all the time to run the ball. He's going to throw it. He's going to hand it off. But if he decides to keep it, he can run it. And there's no answer for him unless you use an extra man. And if you use an extra man to mirror Jalen, then you're a man short when it comes to this offense, whether it's trying to tackle the run or whether it's trying to defend the pass. You're a man short if you're going to mirror Jalen with a shadow defensively. And we saw that. So I don't think, given the fact that it's just a week. It's not like they're going to put in a whole new offense in for Pickett. We talked earlier this year about how, the first 4 games are 2-2 on offense. And then, they start getting a little bit better. It took them 4 or 5 weeks with new offense and new players and stuff. It took them 4 or 5 weeks, to get it together before they start getting the rhythm. Well, you think Pickett's going to come in a week? He's going to be in rhythm? How many reps do you think he gets in practice? They don't practice that long anyway. So it's not like he's going to come in and he's going to be in rhythm because he got a week of practice with the first team. That's not going to happen. We watched this offense, all of their stars. It took them 4, 5, 6 weeks to get going and get familiar with the offense. Pickett is just getting familiar with the offense too. So don't be lulled to sleep. I don't think they're going to lose, but they're not going to run away with it either. Not with Pickett at the helm, because Pickett doesn't give us the option of running the ball, which is an option that a lot of teams don't have, particularly at the level that Jalen can run the ball. Now, when Jalen runs the ball from now on, his behind needs to learn how to slide, and they need to beat that into his head. I don't care what you're doing. It doesn't matter. If you're a yard short, we got the tush push. Unless it's the last seconds of the game and you're trying to win the game, and we absolutely 100% positively got to have that yard, then you go get it. But other than that, you slide your behind down the ground. Or unless you're on the sidelines, you run out of bounds. I don't ever want to see him go head first into anything anymore. Into any tackles, into any contact. No, slide. They give you the option as a quarterback to slide. Slide. I would fine him. You get a fine. You're going to be fined if I catch you going head first into a tackle from now on. You'll be fined. Shoot. He was dinged. That's right. I hope to see you Sunday at the Bunkers, boy. Hopefully we can get there early enough too, man. My early appearance is at 10:30. So anyway, missed out on Bridgewater. Missed out on Bridgewater too. But he's not I guess he could run too. He's a runner as well. But listen, just so you know, my team, James, I'm gonna give you one guess for who I hate, the team I hate the most. I'll give you one guess. Come on, man. The player, there was only one player that I had a problem with in terms of dislike, and that was Dale Carter. He was defensive back who played for the Kansas City Chiefs. He was playing for the Chiefs, and this is why I dislike him, and I had a problem with him, and I tried to rip his face off. I was playing for Miami at the time. He's playing for the Chiefs. We're in Miami. And I'm handling him pretty well. They had him following me, but I was wearing him out. So on a route, I was running a route, but I was kind of like a decoy. The ball went to the other side of the field. So I'm running past him. And as the ball was thrown to the other side of the field, he dove at my thigh. He dove at my thigh like he was trying to tap him. Now the ball's on the other side of the field. I don't have the ball. He dove at my thigh and hit me in my thigh, and I wasn't ready for it, because the ball was on the other side of the field. Now, we're locking up and blocking, upper body stuff. Okay, but he dove at my thigh. I had a deep thigh bruise that day. So that kind of ticked me off. I still played, still scored a touchdown on him that day, but I didn't do anything that day. I let it go. So we're in the Pro Bowl at the end of that season. He made the Pro Bowl as well. During the Pro Bowl, I catch a no, I'm sorry. A couple of years later, I'm with the Eagles. I'm in the Pro Bowl. Dale Carter's in the Pro Bowl. I forget who he was playing for at that time. He was playing for somebody else. But he's in the Pro Bowl. And I catch a ball. Now, in the Pro Bowl, this was back when we played real football at the Pro Bowl. We all were Pro Bowlers. We were all the elite of the elite. So we played hard, but we didn't tackle low. We didn't do cheap stuff, none of that kind of stuff. We tackle high and that kind of, go down, No extra stuff. Because we know how to take care of ourselves. We know how to take care of our opponent. But still play hard. So I called a slant route, and he hit me on my knee. He went low again and hit me on my knee. Well, I went crazy at that point. They had to get me out of the game. This is at the Pro Bowl. I was mad. I got up. I was trying to fight him. They had to pull us apart, and I went to the sidelines. Coach pulled me out, put me on the sidelines for a little while. Well, I didn't see him the rest of that game. I guess he must have gone out, and they took him out. It was like a cheap shot. So the next year, I'm in Philadelphia, and the team that he's playing for, and I can't remember the name of the team, but I just know it's Dale. Dale Carter's the defensive back. Now, my coach is Ray Rhodes. I knew Dale was coming. I'm like, yes, I'm going to kill this fool. So I told Ray Rhodes before the game, and Ray was completely okay with this. I said, Coach, I'm probably going to get 2 or 3 penalties in this game. I got to get 2 or 3 penalties in this game. I'm going to get 2 or 3 penalties. He said, okay, Irv, what is it? I said, Dale Carter, I got to get him back. I said, he took a couple of cheap shots on me, and I'm going to get him back. All right, I'm just letting you know. He said, okay. Well, one time I raked Dale in his shin with my cleat. Another time, I pulled from behind. I pulled his helmet off. I tried to grab his nose, got in his face, man, pulled his helmet off backwards. Another time, I stepped on his foot and pushed him and turned, because I know how to do stuff like that. Stepped on his foot, pushed him, so he twisted his ankle. So he's hobbling off the field, right, after the last time I got him. And then I was yelling to him in the sidelines, no, I'm not done with you yet. Where you going? You need to come back. I'm not finished with you yet. And I was saying some other stuff, too. I can't say that. But I didn't see him anymore after that. He didn't come back in the game. So Dale Carter, Aeneas Williams was tough too, but Aeneas Williams was a clean player. He was just a tough competitor. Dale Carter was completely dirty. But I tell you what, he ain't want no more of me when I got done with him. He ain't want no more of me. It's inside the stadium. Cheryl, we'll be inside the stadium, 10:30. Yeah. So listen, y'all, I'm done rambling on. Let me read this for you. Stouffer Structures. Stouffer Structures is a 49-year-old family business. This is one of my major sponsors here for the Fryar Place. Stouffer Structures is a storage shed and garage company located in the heart of the Amish country. Yeah. They ship structures nationwide. You can check them out on mysheds.com. They strive to be the undisputed choice of modular garages, sheds, and outdoor living products in the United States while furthering the kingdom of God. Stouffer Structures is known for their fast delivery, great quality, and great client service. So if you're looking for a garage or a shed or any kind of outdoor living product, Stouffer Structures is the way to go. You can find them on mysheds.com. And if you mention the Fryar Place, if you mention Irving Fryar, if you mention this podcast, or even if you say Peter Zook, call Peter Zook. You get 10% off of any purchase. Stouffer Structures. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. We'll be back. Listen, we're not going to be live at the Cigar Code the first weekend of the month because it's right after New Year's. I don't want to take a chance with that. I want to make sure we have a good crowd. So the second Saturday in January is when we will be live at the Cigar Code with our next guest. I'm not going to tell you who it's going to be. I have an idea, just waiting to confirm. But we will be live at the Cigar Code, 939 North Delaware Avenue, right next to Rivers Casino. Second Saturday of January. What is the date? What is that? I have my phone is on the show right now, so I can't find out what the date is. But the second Saturday in January. You'll see some advertisement about it. But listen, belated Merry Christmas to everybody. All right? Belated Merry Christmas. I pray that you had a great Christmas. You spent it with your family. You spent it with your friends. You spent it with your loved ones. You had that day off. Took the time to appreciate them and appreciate yourself. Love on one another. And we have the new year coming up. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. We do know we have a new president coming in, and we can anticipate change. I mean, we always can. Anytime there's a presidency change, it's always going to bring change. So let's make sure we cross all of our T's and dot all of our I's, and stand strong. Stand strong. Keep things in check. Keep your family close. And they say, keep your enemies closer. I don't know about that. I don't want to be around my enemies. Anyway, y'all, thanks for supporting the Fryar Place. This is where the conversation was Fryar. Mark Hutton, what's going on, man? How do you know it was a great show? Were you on the whole time? And you didn't say anything? It might have been Denver. You're right, James. It might have been Denver where Carter was. I'm not sure what team it was. But they did end up playing us here, or he did end up here in Philly on whatever team it was playing against us, the Eagles. The 11th. Thank you, Cheryl. Second Saturday in January is the 11th from 67. Mark, you've been on here the whole time. Shame on you, man. Shame. Just shame on you. One of my good friends, y'all. One of my good friends, all the way back to childhood. Good friends. One of the few in my crew, Mark Hutton right there. And you've been on the show the whole time listening. No, I just wanted to share my moment of anger. I've gotten over it, but I thought I would share that with y'all. All right. Listen, we'll be back next week. Same time, same place, same purpose, same bat channel. To have a conversation is fire. All right. We will have a guest next week, though. It won't just be me. So you don't have to just sit and listen to me. But thanks for your support. Cheryl, shout out to you. Keenan Harmon, shout out to you. Mark Hutton, shout out to you. James Monsanto, shout out to you. Eddie Casper in the house. Billy Bell in the house. Let me see who else. I said Cheryl Williams, Keenan Harmon, Eddie Casper. I'm repeating names. My mama's in the house. Hey, mama. I said Billy Bell. Okay. Vincent Capriati. Yes. Good to see you, my brother. Always supporting. All right. That's it. I'm out. We'll see y'all next week. All right. Same time, same place. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others, because you reap what you sow. Yeah. How about that? I'm out. Go Words.